Before even the darkness, there was nothing. Nothing until Pleana, goddess of the farming, rebuked the nothing and formed Throssia. From the back of her winged stag, Sorios, and with a sacred stone in each hand, Pleana stacked the mountains and filled the oceans. Finally, she set upon the land creatures of all kinds. To protect the stones that sustain the balance of Throssia, Pleana chose from among all the creatures 5 guardians. She called forth Kreeg, splitter of skulls. She called forth Talam, crown of the wood. She called forth Veneda, of the shadows. She called forth Aria, the ordered. And she called forth Malthior, the wizard. Then Pleana summoned from the stars Galavor, a hexmaster, who arrived on his flying ship Excelsia to maintain balance among the 5 guardians and their clans. Together, these 6 formed the Hexant, the governing body of Throssia, and the order charged with protecting the eyes of Pleana, the sacred stones that were used to order the world. On the eve of each equinox, the Hextant gathered at a tavern called the Hex. There, before representatives from each clan, they heard the matters of the kingdom and ensure the ongoing security of the eyes of Pleana. For many centuries, there was only peace throughout the land. Generations passed. Then came the cleaving. A ruling of the Hexant went against the wishes of Ulthior, the current leader of the clan Malthior. Though it was a small matter, over the coming season, it grew large in his heart each day, until it caused a break. At the next equinox, neither Ulthior nor any member of his clan were present at the gathering of the Hexant. Then the earth shook, signaling to all that an eye of Pleana had been stolen. The Guardians knew they must act quickly to save the second eye, for if both fell into Ulthior's hands, he could undo the forming and return all to nothingness. When the Guardians attempted to depart, they soon discovered Ulthior had cast a spell on the Hex, trapping them inside. The Hexmaster informed the Guardians that while they were trapped, the spell held no power over their clan. He told them they may each choose a member of their clan to embark on the quest together to save the eye. He warned them that of themselves, the clan members stood little chance against Ulthior and his horde, but he would open for them a channel that would allow the Guardians to witness their quest, and for brief moments, allow them to commune with the members of their clans before the most critical moments of their quest. But leave a channel open for too long, and Ulthior could discover it and close off all communications between the Guardians and the clan members forever. Moreover, it will take a member of the clan best suited for each challenge to even have a chance against Ulthior's clan. As such, 4 champions from each clan will be granted a short time on the quest, with a champion from each clan being chosen from among them all to return for a final encounter. That is, if they can find members of their clan brave enough to enter the Hex. Thanks for coming. It's great to meet you. Welcome. You're too kind, too kind. Thank you so much. I'm Dermot. I'm the barkeep. You met me. I was messing with the cheese over there. Tonight is very special, and we thank you for coming. Your purpose here is to help us judge our adventurers this evening to determine who best champions the night and will bring honor to their clans. Speaking of clans, each of the clans has a guardian. I'm about to introduce them right now. Let's begin with Clan Aria. The holy, the reverend Clan Aria's guardian is the artist, Father Benedict! Welcome, Father! So great to have you. Have you found a champion for this evening?
I have indeed. I call forth the paladin Margot. Her sword is sharp, her shield is broad. Her aim is true. She will surely lead our clan to victory. Margot, since you die along.
Very well. Very good. welcome, Margot. Now allow me to introduce the guardian for the Clan Kreeg, the violent, the brutal. Please join me in welcoming Onan. Yeah, Cracker Skull! Welcome! Onan, it's great to see you. Have you found that champion for this evening?
Yes, Dermot. I am searching long and hard for this champion. Here I stand before these witnesses of the Hex to bring forth Fang. What was once an accountant named Baldwin? Yes, you know that one. Yes. What was once an accountant named Baldwin, framed for embezzlement, thrown in prison, is now Fang the Warlock. Fang, take the die of Kreeg. Yes, that's right.
Very well then. The farmer accountant, love it. Next, introducing from Clan Talam, the crown of the wood, the fury of the forest, Lady Orchid Wraithclaw. Welcome, lady. Have you found a champion for this evening?
Why, of course. So representing Clan Talam is our resident bard, Niko Dothnar Verias. Now, Niko is quite talented. He can talk you into anything, even if you don't set out to do what it is he asks. Niko, Talam bestows upon you the die. Use it wisely.
Thank you, my lady.
Incredible. Alrighty then. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, perhaps most wickedly, from the Clan Veneda, please join me in welcoming Lady Madison Galore. Welcome, lady. Have you brought a champion for this evening?
Of course I have. Veneda shall be represented by none other than Jacquinot Palazzo. Also known as the Octopus, for with his many arms, he might be able to steal something of yours and perhaps even your face blending into the crowd. And you won't blame Jacquinot. I know I don't need to hand this to you, but I think I will give it to you. Goodbye.
Very well then. A formidable group indeed. All right. Now I know what y'all came here for, and this is it. The hour is at hand. Please join me in welcoming the honorable, the venerable, the beloved friend to you and to me, tonight's Hexmaster, Galavar the Fourth!
Darmit, I bestow upon you the keys for the opening of the channel this evening.
The opening of the channel sounds great.
Champions, congratulations on being selected to represent your clans this evening. Before we begin, barkeep, unlock the channel.
No big deal, no big deal.
And Guardians, to your seats, please. Champions, tonight we will be sending you to a destination in the nearby Decaying Rise, a mountain range on the eastern side of this continent of Throssia. Now, Mount Kamar, as it is known, was rumored to have been the resting place of a relic of the House Kreeg, a great magical stone known as the Heart of the Mountain. Shamans were said to have placed spells and protections there, but as time went on, it seems that the shamans disappeared for one reason or another. It's rumored that monsters have inhabited this mountain. And in fact, it seems that it has become an active volcano. Now, there is not much to these rumors for those that you speak to, but perhaps we should go and see if the heart of the mountain lies there after all, as you will need it if you wish to defeat Ulthior. So, champions, may you fly safely on Sorios' wings. And send you to your destination.
Bye-bye now.
My friends, you find yourself in the only known entryway to this mountain, a mineshaft that now sits unused at the very front of the entrance to the caves. There is a broken track in front of you, as well as a shattered cart that lies at the far end of this tunnel. Now, here in the caverns themselves, there is a sense of damp, cold, and even perhaps maybe the scent of iron in the air. Perhaps just the metal that lies here still rusting from those miners that came before. As you look around, you notice that branching off from the end of this mine shaft are two passageways, one to the left and one to the right. Which path would you like to choose?
Did they have doors in front of them? Or
They do not.
No.
But as you approach to investigate, you begin to hear some strange sounds, almost like the murmur of voices coming from the left, and what sounds to be the shifting of stone to the right.
Can we make out anything like what the voices sound like?
Let's go ahead and try to make a perception check, shall we?
Sounds good. 12.
What's the modifier for perception?
Scroll down.
He looks like a perceptive fellow to me. I bet it's pretty good.
I believe his is 4. We're having some difficulty with our arcane
Our seeing tablets.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So that's a total of 16.
Not bad, right?
You can perceive a thing or two with that, I believe.
Not bad.
So as you strain your ear trying to make out some sort of dialogue coming from those voices, it sounds as if there are two, a male and a female, but you can't quite make out what it is that they're saying. Especially the male voice seems a bit more muffled than the other.
is there anything in the card, or is it just like just a normal card, or is it happening there?
Let's go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh yeah, sure.
Shall we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes. Oh boy, that's not very good. Yeah, that's not very good. It's a 7.
7. What's the modifier for that?
3.
Ah, so a total of 10.
Yeah,
10's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
So as you peer into the cart, you have to move some cobwebs that have gathered
Yeah.
over the contents here. But all that seems to remain are just loose stones. Nothing of any value.
Oh. There's nothing in this card, by the way.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
Anybody have any
Obliged.
blacksmithing experience? Want to put this back together?
Oh, I could burn
No.
it. We could burn it. I could burn it.
Don't burn nothing, not till we say, right? Cause
Yes. No, we don't want to do that. No.
Yeah.
Now, as you debate the path in which you take, you find in your pocket a small roll, a scroll that has been transported with you to this plane. Go ahead now and reveal your secret objectives for your mission this evening.
Oh, a bunch of secret having folk, huh?
Out loud, or is this quiet?
This is for you.
Okay.
You can choose to share it if you wish.
Say again. Hold it. All right, for our folks at home. Hello. So these secret objectives, let me break it down for you. So only these adventurers will be able to achieve their own secret objective. A little bit different than what you're used to, I bet. All right, let's head on back to Mount Tabor and enter the hex!
Thank you, Barkeep.
Thank you, your enthusiasm's appreciated.
I'm sorry. I have to interrupt our quest. I have a sudden hankering for mushrooms. Anybody else have that, just that craving? Mushrooms just would hit the spot, no?
Can you make tea out of mushrooms? I've never had mushroom tea.
Mushrooms?
You're missing out, my friend, because mushroom tea is a great conversation starter.
Do we see any mushrooms?
I would like to look around for any unusual fungus in this room.
Team Talam, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Can I assist him?
Yes, so with assistance, you may gain advantage on the roll. Barkeep, would you like to explain advantage?
Oh, I'd love to explain what advantage means. All right, 2 is always better than 1. We all know that. Now, they're about to try to perceive if there's any fungus in the room, because 2 of them are doing it. He gets advantage, which means he rolls 2 dice. They'll choose the higher the scars. That will determine whether he's successful or whether he... All right, let's go. Let's see what happens.
All right, so Team Talam, make your roll.
10.
And with advantage?
Second roll. 7.
All right.
10 being the higher of the 2.
For perception?
Modifier of 4.
All right. So a total of 14. So as you both peer around the room, while it is damp in here, the only bits of life that you can determine ever existed here exists only from the cobwebs and spider webs that hang on the...
That's too bad. I really wanted to try that.
So what you're saying, right, is that there is not a fungus among us? There's no fungus among us?
My word.
Barkeep, open the channel!
The channel be open! The channel be open!
Jacquinot,
Yeah.
that was so funny.
Right?
Keep your charm about you.
I mind if I do.
All right, are the Verias still waiting in the cave?
Yes. What do we? Do they sound like they are fighting? Perhaps it's the 2 voices, or
Not fighting, but definitely struggling.
struggling.
Right. Everyone, keep it down, right? I'm going to creep over, see if I can make out what they might be having a scrap about.
If you'd rather, I actually have my little pet imp who can go invisible, and he can just kind of go down
You've
there
got
and
an imp?
take a look. I can look through his eyes.
You've got an imp?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Why
this is
didn't you
Claw.
mention the imp?
This is Claw, my imp.
Hello, Claw.
Could have mentioned
It's
the
nice to meet
invisible
you.
imp.
Yes, well, he is often invisible. That's true. Yes.
All right, no skin off my nose. Go ahead.
I'm just going to send Claw down to the right there and look through his eyes and ears.
Excellent.
And he's going to be invisible also.
All right, perfect. So, masking himself from sight, Claw makes his way through the winding tunnels into another room where he sees 2 dwarves. One is pulling on the legs of another that seems to be stuck in some sort of narrow passageway in the wall.
Okay.
Can he hear what they're saying? Can you hear what he's
Yes,
saying?
I can hear everything that Claw can hear. What are they saying?
Just suck it in a little bit.
I told you I'm trying to figure out so we can give me the salty foods and I'm gonna boot low in there.
Oh, I think one of them is stuck.
All right, well, maybe they're good. Let's just see if we can go help them out.
Right.
Right?
Okay, yes, certainly, yes.
I mean, unless anyone has any better ideas, I don't want to stand here too much
I bet we could take them if they're bad.
No.
They didn't look that tough.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll take the lead.
All right.
Yeah?
I will take the back.
Suits me just pretty.
That's about right.
All right. So, Aria, you take the lead with Kreeg bringing up the rear.
Yes.
You proceed into the mouth of this room. And as you do, you can see that these 2 are very much otherwise engaged and don't even notice you as you enter the room. You do see the female dwarf pulling on the hindquarters of this male dwarf, and she says, "If you don't make some sort of effort, I'm just gonna leave you in here.
Barkeep, what's it look like in there? Is there a description at all? Or perhaps a visual cue? Oh, so glad I asked. You're welcome, ladies and gents. No biggie, no biggie.
If you don't mind, I'd like to address the dwarves. I'm something of a people person, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, I think you're an elf.
Excuse me, may we be of assistance?
Yes, please. Please, just go ahead. One of you grab this leg, and maybe you come over here and grab this leg, and we'll try and pull him out.
I'm not very strong.
I'll tell you what, I'll stand back and offer moral support, right? You got it, right? You too, come on.
Perhaps rather than pull, I might...
blast him.
Inspire?
Oh, my word.
I would like to...
You play, I'll pull. How about we do them both at the same time?
I would like to cast Bardic Inspiration to help Margot pull.
A bardic inspiration? For those of you know, those of you at home know what a bardic inspiration is. You know what a bard is. You know what inspiring is. It's exactly what it sounds like. Our bard's going to play a little ditty, and that will give our other adventurers strength to be able to pull the dwarf out of the wall. It'll make this predicament a little less challenging, I believe. All right, let's go see if it works or if it fails.
How would you like to inspire?
I would like to sing a little song. I once met a dwarf and a second dwarf whose belly was a little too full. All he needed in this sad, sad life was someone to give a little pull. With any luck, we may find success in getting him out. This pulling song's about pulling, and pulling's what it's about.
Very well done. Oh, my word. Color me inspired.
Well, that was very nice, I have to say.
Sorry,
I enjoyed that.
I was praying while you were doing that. It's so beautiful.
Margot, inspired by Niko's beautiful tones, you grasp a hold of this dwarf's hindquarters, and I would like you to make an athletics check for me, please.
All right. 2.
Modifier?
+8.
And the bardic inspiration average? Is that +3, I believe?
My guess is a tree.
+5.
+5, all right.
Good night.
All right, so with that case, with a 10 + 5, that is a 15. So summoning on the strength of your god and pulling from the music of your bard, you manage to free this stuck dwarf from the crevice.
Incredible. Simply incredible.
Oh, it's all you. It's all you.
Never happened before.
Well now, I just want to thank you for all the work that you put into that there. This dwarf extends his hand for a handshake.
Oh, I shake it.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. It is so good to see some friendly faces in these dark halls.
Oh, and what is your name, sir?
My name is Gamut. I am well, I guess you could say a treasure seeker. I have come here under the knowledge that there is a lot of wealth to be found in these chambers.
Why did you get stuck in that hole?
Well, you see, down in there, I saw something myself shiny, and you know, I tried to get down there as close as I could, and then my here foot just not what I used to be. I slipped and fell into the crevice, and well, I just got stuck trying to pull myself out.
Something shiny, you say?
Yeah, and it's just right down in there.
Right down in there, right? I'm going to kind of sidle over, you know, kind of block the hole with me back, and cast Mage Hand behind my back and send it back to scurry around, see if it can find anything shiny to bring back to me.
All right.
Claw is also going to go down the crack with the Mage Hand.
Excellent. All right, so are you trying to be kind of sneaky about this so you don't want people to see what you're doing?
Well, if I've got a little imp following me, I can't be too sneaky. But
All right, so sending the imp as well as the Mage Hand down there, they both seem to find very easily a rough-hewn diamond lying at the end of this crevice.
Right. I'm going to pull it out and hold it up in front of me face with the Mage Hand and say, that is a very pretty little thing. And I believe these are circumstances where we might say finders keepers, yeah?
Well, I don't know if that's fair.
Isn't
I don't
that the
know
golden
if that's
rule?
the right thing to do.
No. He is absolutely right. This is the way that we work here in the mines. You found it, you get to keep it.
That's nice of you to give it to the dwarf.
I'm going to say it in Dwarvish, because I speak Dwarvish, believe it or not. You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh, well, sir, I don't know about that. I'm a man of simple means. But please, is there some way we can repay you? What is it you're trying to do here?
Gamut, as a matter of fact, there is. There is something so very important that we are after in this mine. Have you, by any chance, seen or know the location of any unusual fungus?
Fungus? Well, now, I can't see that I've seen none myself, but these caves do go fairly deep. And he points over across the way, and you see that there's actually a bridge at the far end of this room that has fallen into disrepair.
Oh.
It's tumbled down, making the way into the next room nearly impossible. He says, "But I'll tell you what. We were meaning to do this anyway. Let's go ahead. Me and my wife here, we can go ahead and just fix that bridge right there up for you, and we'll take you across ourselves and maybe help you find these fungi."
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
I would like to know your name. I'm addressing his wife.
My name's Gromit.
Nice to meet you, Gromit.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Margot.
Mm-hmm.
And I am Niko Dothnar Verias, but you can call me Nick. My friends call me Nick, and I have a feeling, my good lady and my good sir, we're going to be fast friends.
Shucks, mister. We'll get on fixing that bridge right away for you, okay? Just hold on just a moment. And they spring to work. They fly on over to this bridge and they start repairing it with these rare dwarven tools you've never seen before. And as they work and work and work, they do manage to pull the bridge up, and now it is taut, creating a passageway into the next room. They stand aside, almost like two wide swinging doors, and gesture across the bridge.
That is the finest bridge repair work I have ever seen.
Oh, now you're just being kind. Thank you,
No,
sir.
I mean it. You two
does.
are lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, how well do you know this particular cave system? Do you have a map, perhaps?
No, I mean, unfortunately, those who have gone farther than us, well, they don't seem to make it back. Now, I think that they're just, a little haphazard. Or maybe they find some gold and just decide they don't want to be a part of society no more. I could completely understand
I'm
that.
sure that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we don't have a mine. No, we've actually never gone past this room ourselves.
Oh, one question. Earlier, when we were in the other hall, there was another room off the other side that sounded like there was like something in there. Do you happen to know what was over there?
Over in that other room?
Yeah, the other one that had a sound.
Are you a superstitious fella?
Oh, I guess.
Well, I've never seen nothing like it. These stalagmites sticking up out of the earth, two of them, brilliant diamonds on top.
Diamonds?
Moving around the floor, just scraping across each other.
Ooh.
Now that's above my pay grade. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't want to mess with something that was outside the laws of nature. So we decided, let them be. There are other stones we can find.
And you haven't encountered any other creatures since you've been in here?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Tell you what, mates. Nice work on the bridge, yeah? I'm going to go have a look, because that's kind of whet my curiosity a little bit. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look myself.
Is that? Oh.
I think it'd be irresponsible to let you go alone.
Yes.
Don't you think?
I can take care. I can handle myself. It's no bother, really.
Can we make it quick?
We can absolutely make it as quick as a wink.
That was rather quick.
All right, but we'll keep this bridge here if y'all want to come back. All right, we'll just hang out right here and wait for your safe return.
You are incredibly accommodating.
That is
And of course,
good man.
God's speed to you, fellow travelers.
Is he telling the truth?
I would like you to make an insight check for me.
19.
Modifier on that?
+4.
as you hear him say these things, you notice that he is gripping a blade at his side.
Ooh.
Huh.
Oh, my word.
Now, I actually think you should lead the way back to the other room.
You want me to go first?
Yeah. I think so. I think you know your way around here.
Well, perhaps, maybe wee bit. Hey, I gotta consult with the missus. Is that all right?
Sure.
That seems
You seem
reasonable,
so
yeah.
nervous.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm a superstitious one myself. I don't want to go messing where there's maybe some strange magics afoot. Listen, honey, and he grabs her close. And even though he grabs her close, he seems to almost elevate his voice a bit. He says, "These adventurers here, they seem like they're going to be heading off into another room to try and get some diamonds. Now, they want me to lead the way, and I feel like we owe them a debt of gratitude.
My hand is on my sword.
Who are you talking to?
Perhaps we should act swiftly." And at this, you hear a blade falling over handle as it flies from the room that they just built a bridge to. It flies through your ranks, hitting the stone wall behind you, clattering to the ground. You see two other dwarves step out from this room with axes drawn. And with that, we will enter battle. So,
Oh, my word! This is what I've been waiting for!
initiative order for this encounter. House Veneda shall be first, followed by Kreeg. The dwarves will then follow Kreeg, and then it will be Aria, and finally Niko. All right? So, at the top of your turn, Niko, will you pass the totem? House Veneda, you have 15 seconds to commune with your guardian and strategize. 15 seconds, now.
Jacquinot,
Yeah.
normally you only get sneak attack as long as there is someone else in combat. You can feel free to hold your attack, or perhaps you can liberate some of these dwarves of their weapons.
Would be my pleasure, my lady.
All right, what would you like to do?
Right, so I am actually feeling like these two have been working hard, right? I think they should probably lay down and take a nap.
Oh,
So I'm going to cast sleep.
excellent. All right. And please tell me, House Veneda, what is the spell DC for this?
15.
Excellent.
That is 1-5.
Hold your horses, hold your horses. Okay. A DC, you say? What is a DC? Well, your friend Dermot's here to tell you. A DC is a difficulty class. Now, for this spell, the dwarves are going to need to roll at a 15 DC or higher to be able to not fall asleep. Does that make sense to everybody here and everybody at home? Well, I hope so. Yeah. Oh, you're very. You guys are so sweet. All right, let's go back and see what happens to those nasty dwarves. Oh, that's right. See you later, dwarves.
So, what level are you casting this spell at?
First level.
First level, excellent. In that case, the total hit points that are distributed for this are, let's see, that will be 20. 20. So,
points.
as you expel this magical aura about you, the two dwarves, the two closest to you, Gamut and Grommet, fall asleep.
That sounds fake.
Bye-bye now. Sleep tight.
Hush your body.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to creep over and pick the weapons off of the persons, yeah? And
Excellent.
toss them to my good paladin friend.
Perfect.
Thank you. What are they?
So he pulls out a scimitar from Gamut and then a small axe from Grommet.
Can I just say something very quickly,
Yes,
Hexmaster? Normally do not throw weapons at other people. That is normally very dangerous. It is polite to just hand them. These are trained professionals.
Speaking from experience, I can imagine. Excellent.
Yes.
And then I'm going to creep over to the corner, use the rest of my movement, and stand just out of range. One moment. Right. Here. There we go.
Excellent. Very well. All right. And that brings us to Kreeg's turn. 15 seconds on the clock.
Bang.
Yeah.
Bang, over here.
Oh,
Over
yeah.
here.
Okay, yeah.
What have I told you about dwarves?
I don't remember. Blast them.
You want to blast them? You blast them.
Let's blast them.
Secure the area.
Oh, yeah.
What do you choose to do?
Okay, I could see them, correct? This isn't like a walls or anything. It's
No,
just
you
open.
can see them clearly. Yeah.
Okay, I can see them clearly. Okay, I will. I look at them and I say, you guys, I really wish you had it. I really wish you had it done that because now I have to. And I would like to send an Eldritch Blast at each of them.
All right. Please make a ranged attack roll.
Okay. Ooh, that's not great. That would be a 2.
2?
Oh my.
Just to point this out, right? These dwarves don't sleep standing up, do they?
No, they do not.
I would go to the 2 across that are still awake.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Excellent point. What is the modifier for this? The spell attack modifier, Kreeg?
A +8.
So that is a 10.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. You let this Eldritch Blast fly, and indeed it does strike true against one of those dwarves.
Oh, not too bad.
What is the damage?
10.
10. It falls out across the bridge into the pit below, falling to its demise.
You killed your very first dwarf. Congratulations.
I also get 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
as
excellent.
one of my abilities.
Add 10 temporary hit points for this.
You got it.
Okay, second beam goes to number 2.
Make another ranged attack roll for me.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Just gonna fire away and. That's much better. That would be a 17.
And what's the modifier?
8.
All right, for a 25, that definitely hits. Damage of 10 again.
Yes, sir.
I would like you to finish this dwarf. How do you finish him?
Oof. Well, the blast kind of hits him in the face, and then he falls over. The back of his head is gone. It's not pretty.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Well done. And with that, combat has ended, as the other 2 dwarves are
10.
incapacitated.
Oh my God.
What would you like to do?
So Jack, I'm going to saunter over, yeah, take out some of me ropes and me cord, and bind these 2 up, and we're going to have us a little party.
I really wish
Didn't
they
know
had
what you were going to say there. I'm glad you said party. All right.
While he's doing that, I would like to investigate the dwarf bodies, both sleeping and deceased, and see if I find anything.
All right, I'd like you to make an investigation check for me, please.
Certainly. That would be a 3.
Modifier for investigation? Talam?
6.
So that's a total of 9. All right. There's not much on their person. One of the axes was thrown already towards the other side of the room. The other dwarf does have on him a scimitar as well. But as far as investigating the rest of their pockets, there's no gold or precious jewelry to speak of.
Or fungus.
Or fungus.
I would like to. So everybody's down, right? So I would like to cross the bridge and investigate that cavern and open my senses due to the goodness of my goddess Pleana and discover whether there are any fae, fiends, celestial in the radius that I can.
Excellent. So walking into the next room, you see an extinguished fire pit, as well as some stalagmites, and a cart resting atop a track that leads down further into the mines. And as you extend this aura about you, what is the range?
60 feet.
60 feet. You do not sense anything other than the face spirit of the imp with Fang.
All right, nothing creepy over here so far, guys. I'm just gonna yell that over to my comrades. We're good over here.
All right. Sounds good.
There's also a cart on a mine track. You guys want to go down? What do you guys want to do? You want to go back to that other room still? I feel like that's what you're about to say.
A little bit, but first I would love to have a chat with me mates. I have a feeling that we could play a little game, good constable, bad constable, right? I feel like you would make a great bad constable.
What is that supposed to mean?
What it's supposed to mean.
That is not who I would have chosen. I would have been you, the bad boy.
Well, the bad constable. I'm an upstanding gent, right?
Oh.
Could I volunteer to be the good constable? I've always wanted to be the good constable.
Would you like to be?
Who are we playing this game for?
You know, we're just gonna try and, you know, squeeze these two a little bit, see what comes out.
All right, well, they're tied up. All right. That's what we want to do.
So, I'm gonna saunter over, yeah? Put my foot on one of their chests and start to step down until they wake up.
Very quickly, they wake up. Fear filling Gamut's eyes. He looks up at you and says,
We don't need to do that.
Now, I thought we was friends, yeah? We were mates and all that. You were going to let us walk out, and then all that ugliness started. So, I think you know a little bit more than you're letting on.
Listen, I told you everything that I know. I didn't tell you about the two waiting in the other room. All right, that was my mistake. I did not realize you four would be this powerful. But that is all. We have not been beyond those two rooms. I swear it.
I still have my sword in my hand, and I'm just gonna kind of touch the tip of it and say, "Are you sure about that?" I'm gonna be the second bad cop in this. Bad constable in this scenario.
All right, I would like you to make an intimidation check for me.
How do I 16.
Modifier?
Pretty intimidating.
All right.
I'm already
Total of
intimidated.
19.
Yeah, it's very scary, very scary.
So, tipping the point of your blade and looking down at this rather helpless dwarf, he says, I swear to you, on my life, there is nothing else that I have not told you.
Are there any more of you?
No. It's just my wife and I.
Barkeep, open the channel.
I'd love to. Channel open!
I feel our champions have lost sight of the fact that they are on a quest for their guardians. We need you to find the Eye of Pleana. Continue on with quickness.
With quickness indeed.
I must intervene at this point to say, Gamut, I'm terribly sorry that we've bothered you. And by bothered you, I mean made you fall asleep by magical means, tied you up, and killed your friends.
Totally understand.
But we really must be on our way because we need to find the heart of the... Yeah.
The heart of the mountain, I believe.
Yeah, with the heart of the mountain.
Yeah, I was trying not to say it in front of...
Oh.
That's all right. That's all right. That's totally... Yes, that. Shall we press on, gents? I'm sure we can get those diamond stalactite thingies moving around on our way out, yes?
Oh, I suppose.
We could throw these two dwarfs into the stalactites and see what happens.
We could do that too. I just think that the true pleasures of this mine lie further on.
Yes, but maybe there's another door through the other. I don't know. By the stalactite.
Tell you what, right? You send your little imp friend in, have a scurry around, see if these two are telling the truth, because thus far they haven't been.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Yes, we will send Claw in, invisible, flying high. Why don't you hug the ceiling there?
All right. Taking off from your shoulder, he skitters across the ceiling, turning invisible and going into a few other chambers. As he moves, you do indeed see, as he enters the other room, 2 stalagmites moving on the ground, diamonds perched atop. Stone grinding on stone. It's a rather eerie sight.
Does Claw see anything that might resemble the heart of the mountain?
If the heart of the mountain is 2 stalagmites that move, then yes.
Could be.
I would
Is
like.
there a door past that I can see, like a passageway out?
There is a
Okay.
door past that room.
I would like to search my memory to see how much I know about the heart of the mountain.
All right. I would like you, my friend, to make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana check. Coming right up. 18.
18. Modifier?
They're kind of strong in this one.
That is a 6.
All right. So you know quite a bit, having been well briefed by your guardian. The heart of the mountain supposedly is a large ruby, again of untold value and magical power. What it is meant to do is to activate a weapon for the clan of Kreeg that will be useful in your fight against Ulfior.
Friends, I don't think what we're looking for is a diamond. Perhaps we should move past that room or look in a different direction.
I agree.
Suit yourselves.
You can grab the shiny things on the way out for you.
Right, you're right.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to.
Claw, come back.
I'm going to turn to our new dwarf friends and say, I think we've proven that we can overpower you quite quickly.
Hands down.
So if there's any other problems,
Especially when they're tied up.
we won't be as nice next time.
Oh, but very understandable. Thank you very much for saving our lives.
You're welcome. All right, let's go.
All right, so the only way forward at this point is through the mine shaft and this cart in this room.
That looks like fun.
Oh, could we all fit in that? Is it big enough for the 4 of us? Or
I mean,
It is.
You're a little guy.
It can fit all 4 of
I
you.
am quite small, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this evening, but Aria seems quite sinister.
That hurts.
I believe it is some sort of holy mystique he likes to play. Makes him seem becoming and a little bit stupid sometimes.
They know I can hear them, right?
I love you.
Champions,
Well,
do you enter the cart?
I'm not squeamish about cozying up. I go ahead and climb in.
Is there anything
Yeah.
in the cart?
No, it is empty.
Okay, then I will get in the cart.
All right.
Snuggle up, friend.
Oh, hi. You are very warm.
That's what people tell me.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop in as well.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in.
Excellent. You all hop in, and just due to the sheer weight of this cart now, it begins to move slowly forward on the track. Slowly, slowly, it enters a very dark tunnel. And then quickly, the track drops down. The cart begins gaining speed. Faster and faster and faster. You feel the wind rushing past, and yet there's still some sort of heat that appears to be generating as you're flying
This may have been a
through
mistake. This may have been a mistake.
Very suddenly, you hit some sort of blockade. Wham! And the 4 of you go flying through the air. I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw. We will go around the table, starting with Aria.
16.
Modifier?
+1.
Well,
All right,
met.
17. Well done.
Well
Kreeg,
met indeed.
dexterity
I
saving
would like
throw.
to cast
Oh.
Bless to help everybody in my party make this save.
All right, so in the air, you cast Bless.
Absolutely.
Knowing that trouble is afoot, you cast Bless for your party. And that gives a D4, is that correct?
Correct.
Excellent. So we'll have a +2 for the modifier to this.
Oh, sinister now.
That's a 15.
15 plus the dex save modifier?
4.
+2. Excellent. 21. How's Veneda?
That is a 12.
12 modifier?
+8.
Excellent. 20 plus 2, 22. Very good.
I'm
and
fine.
finally, Niko.
Natural 1.
Oh no! Oh, my heart! Oh, blessed me!
Barkeep?
Oh, you'd like me to explain what a 1 means? You haven't figured that out by now. Oh, you've had too many drinks. I am so sorry for you. What's about to happen is his frail body will descend down, down, down to the pit. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. That's what we call a critical fail.
All right.
He really is a bad constable.
Oh my.
Talam will use their resurrect.
No need yet.
It's not that bad.
Not quite that bad. Not that critical of a fail.
Okay. His body's frail, but not that frail.
So even though you fly forward, there is solid ground beneath you. And as you tumble forward, the three of you manage to gain your footing quite easily. However, Niko, due to the speed, perhaps it was the weight of your fellow companions using you to stand up.
You are also very soft.
You do hit the ground and take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it's not even that bad at all. Only 3? I thought it was a critical fail.
All right.
So I want to help this fellow up, right? And use prestidigitation, kind of dust him off. Looking good there, yeah.
I realize now we maybe could have walked.
This was much faster. I'm sorry, I tried.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
You find yourselves in a room lit very well. In front of you, there is a large glass wall. And as you approach the glass, you can see some figures moving. But as you approach, they become more clear, and you see that it is just reflections of yourself. Looking around the room, you find a skeleton laying on the ground with a crumpled piece of paper and a pair of pliers in its hand.
I'm going to send me mage hand over, pick up the scrap, and pull it back to me.
All right. Will you pass that over, please?
Dear Cheryl, this miner's old soul aches for your love. XOXO hoagie buckets.
Hoagie buckets.
Did you know him?
No. Did I know him? No.
That is so sweet and sad.
Does it smell like anything?
Make a investigation check for me, please.
That is an 18.
Modifier?
That modifier is going to be a 2.
Wow. Excellent rolls tonight. As you sniff, you do catch a strange scent. It almost smells like that similar iron scent that you caught before. And you see that there are drops of blood on this piece of paper. In addition, as you look up to the wall in front of you, the glass wall, you see something that is not in your room, reflected in the glass, a coffin leaning against the wall.
I'm starting to think we may have made the wrong choice, gents.
Barkeep, open the channel.
Oh, I'd love to. The channel will be open.
There seems to be a dark magic here. There are some that seem a little bit less keen. Perhaps you could persuade them to do the dirty work for you.
Right. Don't mind if I do. Listen, mates, there's something going on in here, right? I can't put my finger on it. Is anybody kind of naturally good at picking up magic and all that? I mean, you want to take a look around?
I could look around. Yeah, sure. I don't know that I'm naturally
maybe
good.
send your little imp, mate, right? Just to kind of pat around, see if there's any ingress or egress out of this room, or maybe anything hidden. I don't know.
I could take a look around for you.
Oh, my word!
What was that?
How terrifying.
A man in a long black cape, tall, very lean, and with pale, pallid skin stands in your midst. He looks about you and says, "It is very good to have company again. It has been a very long time."
Oh, just because he has an accent. Check yourself.
Oh, hello.
Sir, I'm afraid you startled us. To whom do we have the pleasure of speaking?
Well, I am Baron von Triumph.
Ah, yes. I would like to search within my memory to see if I've heard of Baron von Triumph and what I know about him.
I would like you to make a history check for me.
History.
All right, there's a lot at stake right here. Our bard, our sweet, lovely voiced bard, is trying to figure out if he knows the Baron. Now, as you might have noticed, he has pallid skin. Is that giving you a clue of what he might end up being? It's given me a clue, and I have one eye. All right, let's go back to Hex.
That is profiling, that is.
I apologize.
What was your roll?
I rolled an 8 on my history check.
And what is the modifier for history?
3.
3. Okay, so with a total of 11. And maybe it is the dead eyes staring back at you, but as you try to search your mind for this name, nothing rings a bell.
I did hit my head moments ago.
Oh, yes. Hello, sir. Fake here. Are you a vampire?
Fang.
Yes,
it is
Fang.
a name that I can appreciate.
I will take that as a yes.
He
then.
smiles, revealing 2 large teeth, and with that, we will enter combat another time.
Oh boy, here we go again.
All right, initiative order, very similar to as follows. The vampire will be first, followed then by Veneda, Kreeg, Aria, and Talam. So as the vampire stands in your midst, he strikes out towards Talam directly in front of him. With his claws outstretched, he grabs at you with a natural 20.
Oh my word! Say it isn't so! Say it isn't so! Oh, such a frail,
You too.
such a frail body.
He reaches out to strike you, and he grasps your chest and pulls you in to him, catching you in a grapple. He then pulls his head back and sinks his teeth into your neck.
Say it isn't so. Oh my word.
You take 7 piercing damage,
Ouch.
as well as 10 necrotic damage,
Oh my gosh.
and your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Holy smokes.
That's not
You can
good.
see it up on the screen there. Check it. Almost like it's live. I said almost like it's live. I'm joking with you.
You do have to use them.
Apologies.
And Veneda, it is your turn. 15 seconds on the clock.
He bites.
He does bite.
I will let you think about it, but I believe he is considered in melee combat with someone else.
Melee combat. That's very interesting.
Be careful.
What would you like to do?
So I'm going to pull out my rapier, right? Nice big swishy sword, pokes things. And seeing as how he's focused on something else at the moment, I'm going to sneak attack him with the rapier.
Excellent. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
That is a 7.
7 modifier?
8.
8. So that brings us to a 15. So as you plunge your rapier forward, he apparently senses your presence and moves slightly as the blade pierces through his cape. What else would you like to do?
I'm going to disengage and hold on just a moment. I'm going to disengage and I'm going to move back behind that cart there.
Let's see. The cart on the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Excellent. Okay.
Closer to.
So you do. You go, you disengage, and you come to chill out behind that cart over there.
Good luck.
Excellent. All right. Totem, pass to Kreeg. Kreeg, 15 seconds on the clock.
Fang!
Yes.
What have I told you about vampires?
I don't know.
Blast them.
Blast them. I can do that.
Stay back.
Stay back. Blast them.
And blast them.
Yes. No darkness. Yes.
I would like to admonish Fang that Niko is still in the vicinity.
Unfortunately, he cannot hear you while the channel is not open.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, that's. I know. I am very good at aiming. Yes, I would like to scoochie right on back. We're just gonna. Okay, that's yeah. That should do it. That's far enough, baby. I'm going to blast them.
All right.
2 times.
Please
Both right at him.
make a ranged attack roll for me.
Okay, all right, you got this. Okay. That would be 9.
Modifier?
8.
All right, 17. You let this Eldritch Blast fly, and just careening over the top of this cart and moving through its robes, it does find its mark, slamming into the vampire. Damage?
That's 10.
10 damage. You then let loose another blow. Please make another ranged attack throw for me.
Okay. Yes, here we go. Ooh, that's an 8.
Modifier?
8.
16. He bounces back a bit, still keeping your friend in his grasp, but it finds its mark again, dealing another 10 damage to the creature.
Not too bad. That is all I'm going to do. That's all, yes.
Excellent. Pass the totem to Aria.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Aria, 15 seconds on the clock.
Margot, House Aria fears no darkness. You may either cure your friend, or perhaps you show the power of your branding smite.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you, Father Benedict. Before I do anything, I would like to channel divinity and make my great sword a sacred weapon.
Excellent.
Cool.
So imbuing your greatsword with divine power.
Yes. And I would like to cast Branding Smite as my bonus action.
All right. Okay.
And I would like to attack.
All right. So let me take a look here at this. So you channel divinity, branding smite. I think we can do that. All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll for me.
Okay. 12.
All right. Modifier?
8.
Ooh. Modified 20.
Plus 3 because of my channel divinity, which makes it a sacred weapon.
Oh. Excellent.
Which,
23.
yeah.
Standing right next to this vampire, your blade does not have trouble finding its mark, and you plunge it into its side. Damage?
11 slashing and 6 radiant.
Oh. Excellent.
Goodness.
Well done, yes.
The creature lets out a terrible moan as he suffers from your blow. And then, anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to attack again.
Excellent.
With my second attack.
Make an attack.
And I'm going to say, don't touch my friends. 12 again.
Ooh. Modified 20 plus the 3. That'll hit. Damage is again?
11 slashing and 6 radiant.
11 slashing and 6 radiant. Wow. Excellent. Okay. So again, pulling your blade back out and swiping it across, you manage to take off one of his arms. He's not looking very good. Anything else?
No.
All right.
I'll
Pass
stay
the
where I am.
totem to Talam. And 15 seconds on the clock. Remember, you are currently grappled.
Niko, you have taken a beating tonight.
Yes, I have, my lady.
I think the only thing that'll save you now is your charm.
I'm the sinister one. She leaves the boy.
So I'm grappled.
You are grappled.
I can't use my hands for anything.
You can use your hands. You are just held.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to cast Vicious Mockery.
Excellent.
I'll show him some charm.
All right. Vicious Mockery. What is his spell DC, Talam?
It is 16.
Excellent. And Vicious Mockery, I believe, is a wisdom saving throw. Would you like to explain Vicious Mockery for us?
Mr. Hexmaster, you know I'd love to explain it. So, a saving throw. This vampire, he just took a chunk out of our friend's neck. Now he's going to try to avoid this Vicious Mockery by rolling more than a 16. Is that correct, Mr. Hexmaster?
That's
all right.
correct.
And we'll see how he fares. I hope he doesn't get a chance to bite again. Makes me nervous. All right, let's go back to Hex.
Excellent.
Too kind, too kind.
He makes a wisdom saving throw. A 9 plus a 7 is 16. So he does meet the DC. And despite your sling of insults, he is very distracted by his arm flopping about on the ground. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I'd like him to hear my insults all the same.
What would... Please!
Hey, you know what sucks worse than falling down a mineshaft on your face and then getting bitten in the neck? You! Because you're a vampire!
Vicious. Truly vicious.
I'm afraid that's as charming as I can be right now.
All right. He then attempts to bite you again. And that is a 19.
Oh, Barty boy.
Plus 9 to hit.
That's not good.
The 28. You take, again, 7 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Uh-oh.
Am I still alive?
Are you?
You should be.
So that's 14
No, I
damage
don't-
plus the 3 you took from the fall.
Basic mathematics tells us your chances aren't
Sorry,
great.
34 plus the 3 you took, so that's 37.
Oh, Barty boy, the pipes are calling.
It's not over yet.
It is not over yet.
Not over yet.
You are knocked unconscious. You are not dead. You will still have 3 saving throws to make before you are finally dead. Unless he attacks again and drains you for more life. Then it might be pretty bad.
You better kill it first.
All right. In that case, we now are back to Veneda. Please pass the totem. 15 seconds on the clock.
You know, if you save the dying man, he might owe you a great favor. But you could also kill the vampire. It's up to you.
You know, I think that killing the vampire might go a long way in saving the dying man, right? Right.
What would you like to do?
I am going to sneak out from behind my little cart, and we're going to sneak up behind the vampire and once again try to perforate his kidneys with my rapier.
Excellent. Make an attack roll for me, please.
Really quickly, does Bless still give me anything here?
Bless, I believe, only lasts for a minute. Let me double check that, and we'll see, because I do want to give you every bonus that you are blessed with.
Well, if that's
my
the
word.
case, he might have made his.
Yes, it only lasts for 1 minute.
That's fine. Right. Here we are. That is a 5.
All right. Modifier?
8.
8. So unfortunately, you do miss again.
Oh, gave it to go.
You step forward, and as you do, you slip on some of the blood from your friend that has fallen onto the ground. It distracts you a bit, and you don't manage to find your mark.
I'm sorry.
Nauseating.
What else would you like to do?
I would like to disengage and go back to my little hidey hole.
You do just that. Unable to find your mark, you retreat. And then we will go to Kreeg. Totem passed. 15 seconds on the clock.
Bang!
Blast him?
Well, what did your heart tell you?
Blast him.
You want to take that risk with your fellow.
Oh, I won't hit him. It's just a blast. I can't do for anything for him.
All right. Kreeg, what would you like to do?
I would like to blast him.
All right. Please make your ranged spell attack.
Okay. 7.
7, modifier? 8. 15. Unfortunately, it misses.
I am very concerned.
It flies wide. Seeing
got
your
one
friend
more.
knocked unconscious, you are all rattled a little bit. But
Yeah.
you still have another blast.
Yes, let's get him again.
Please make another roll.
11. That's better.
8.
19. This time, it finds its mark, dealing 10 damage. Blasting into this vampire, he drops your friend, and he falls to the ground.
Well done.
Now, the vampire is breathing very heavily, but he is still alive.
Oh.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Oh dear.
I will just kind of skitter a little closer.
Excellent. You skitter closer to the vampire,
I
getting
do.
right in the throes of battle. And if you'd please pass the totem to Team Aria. 15 seconds on the clock.
That's a tough one.
The decision is yours. He is silver-tongued, and I do not trust him, but I'll be darned if that wasn't a beautiful song.
Oh, he's so sinister, I got chills.
Hexmaster, could you clarify Cure Wounds as an action or a bonus action?
Cure wounds, let's check.
Thank you.
Yep, you're very welcome.
If I was a wagering man, I'd say it's an action.
I believe it's an action.
I believe it is
Would you
as
like
well.
to wager a drink?
Cure wounds is
All right. Oh, I
Drum
can
roll.
feel it.
an
You just
action.
want to bottoms up or no?
I would be nothing without my team, and without everyone healthy, we will all die. Therefore, I rush to Niko's aid, and I pump 15 hit points from my lay on hands pool into his heart.
Excellent. Warmth and light fill your being as you are brought back from the brink.
Hey, buddy,
Hey,
you're okay.
am I?
Yes.
Good.
He bit you.
I noticed that.
Yeah, let's get him.
Okay.
All right. Team Talam being brought back. 15 seconds on the clock.
Niko, use your magic and do as much damage as you can.
Yes, my lady. That is also what is in my heart as well.
What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of daggers. Fantastic. All right. So with Cloud of Daggers, this is an area of effect attack, is that correct?
It's 5 feet.
5 foot
I
range?
believe so.
Okay.
Maybe we
Where
should
on this
question
map are you
him.
casting
A whole cloud of
Cloud
daggers.
of Daggers?
Oh, I would like to cast it to the side of the... Oh, dear. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
It's a good thing I'm hiding.
I would like to cast it to the exposed side of the vampire where Aria is not.
All right. Excellent. So that will include you in the blast range. Are you all right
We'll
with that?
self-sacrifice him.
You know what? I'm changing my mind.
A wise decision. What would you like to do?
Sorry,
I heard a spider tell us.
I hit my head earlier, and then something bit me twice. Not thinking entirely clearly. I would like to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ah, excellent.
That's a good one, yes.
All right. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is another wisdom saving throw. DC 16. Natural 20.
Oh, about time, Bard. About stinking time.
That's
No.
not a good one.
Oh no! Use the saving throw! Oh no! Not again! Not again!
What is your intelligence?
Oh my heart! It breaks for you, Bard.
I could use a drink, bartender.
You've earned one.
The vampire
Oh,
has
my
trouble
word.
even hearing your spell over all of the commotion. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to crawl away. Collect myself, perhaps.
Okay. You can do so. Now, without disengaging,
Take a break for a while. You earned it. Oh my word! A natural 20!
Oh, I thought he was unconscious.
no, he still is up. The vampire is still awake.
Oh, I thought he was unconscious.
So, without disengaging, you begin to scoot away. The vampire sees you and makes an attack of opportunity against you. 12 plus 9 is 21.
This is a somber moment.
He falls toward you with rage in his eyes.
Of course he does.
Dealing 8 bludgeoning damage.
Sounds about right.
Oh, it could have been
You're
worse.
still up. All right, and then it is now the vampire's turn.
Oh, wow. What did it say?
The vampire will then try to attack you.
But does the vampire have to move to do that?
To get to him?
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Because
You will.
then there would be an opportunity.
Oh, very, very good. So yes, indeed, still filled with fury, he falls toward Talam, trying to get him in his escape.
Yep.
Invoking an attack of opportunity for Aria.
You got this.
Well met.
It's a 2, but I've got some killer modifiers going.
2 plus
Plus 8.
Plus 3.
13.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's still crawling around on his belly, isn't he?
Ooh.
Yes, he is.
So
We'll let you have this with advantage. Yep. May the gods bless you.
13.
Plus.
Plus.
Plus 8. Plus 3.
Damage.
11 slashing and 6 radiant.
Aria,
Oh, bye-bye, Mr. Vampire.
finish him.
Praise be. Oh, my word.
All right. I'm going to hold my sword up to my god, and I'm going to give it a swing and say, I told you not to touch my friends.
Oh. Well met.
And as the vampire falls to his death, again, you then see this glass wall in front of you shatter as he falls. The remnants covering the ground, you see that the room is actually twice its size. And over on the far end of this room, you see the coffin that you saw reflected previously. It is open, and it appears to be a doorway deeper in to the mines.
Margot,
Yes.
I am forever in your debt. You saved my life, and you did it beautifully, with a certain holy loveliness to it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're still here.
I will always have your back, and I want you to know that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
what's life without a song, mate?
Truer words were never spoken. Sometimes in life, you find yourself careening down a dark mine shaft. Sometimes in life, you find yourself bitten almost in half. And sometimes in life, you find a friend, someone who's gonna mend your wounds, mend. Sometimes in life, you get a second chance.
Well met.
And with the last notes of Niko's song filling the air, the blood still pumping in your veins, you begin to wonder if you are fully equipped for the rest of this mission.
Mr. Hexmaster, sir, just real briefly, you all have done wonderfully. Unfortunately, you remember these keys? They need a little bit of recharging. About 15 minutes worth, I'd wager.